Yo, what's going on everybody? It's Axel and welcome back to another Warframe video. Do you need more Warframe slots? Yeah. Weapon slots? Of course. Cosmetics or color palettes? Who doesn't? Well, if you do, then you're gonna need platinum. God damn it. And in this video, I'm gonna show you a few easy ways to farm plat. So let's get into it. A quick disclaimer, the prices you're about to see may possibly change after this video has been published. Please refer to warframe.market for better price referencing. The first method, which yields the most plat per trade, is selling prime parts. More specifically, prime Warframe sets. If you don't know how to farm prime parts, I've already made a video about it which I will leave in the description down below. But TLDR, find which relics you need. Lith relics can be farmed at Hepid in the Void, Meso and Neo relics at Uko in the Void, Axii relics at Apollo on Lua. Open the relics by going to this tab and selecting a mission. And make sure you collect 10 reactant before going to extraction to open your relic. On average, it will take around 6 to 8 hours to farm a set solo, and around 2.5 hours in a squad. Now that you know how to get a prime Warframe set, how much are they worth? Well, it depends on the supply and demand. For example, Gara Prime was released about a week or two ago, and I managed to sell a set for 165 plat. In this scenario, the supply is pretty low because Gara Prime has only been farmable for around a week, but the demand is high because players want to use the newest frame. On the other hand, if you look at the price of an Envara Prime set, you can get one between 30 to 35 plat. This is due to her being farmable for over a year, which results in a high supply but low demand, as most players already have Envara Prime. So if you want the most for your set, then I would recommend selling within the first month or two of the Warframe's release, as well as a year or two after it has been vaulted. At these times, you can generally sell your set for around 100 plat. The second method is to sell corrupted and dual stat mods. First, let's start with corrupted mods. You can get these mods by opening Orokin vaults, which can be found in the Orokin Derelict tile set on Deimos. To open these vaults, you need a dragon key, which the blueprints can be obtained through your Orokin lab research in your clan dojo. There are 4 different keys, but only one of them will open the vault each run. You can equip all 4 of them to do this solo, but it will cost you 10 void traces and 250 ferrite each time you make a key. If you do decide to farm these solo, I personally like to use Titania Prime with this build. I did manage to do a 1-minute run, but that was mainly due to the vault spawning near my spawn. You should expect to complete the mission between 2 and 2.5 minutes solo. Out of the possible 23 mods you can get from the vault, only 6 are worth selling. These mods generally sell for 15 to 20 plat, while the others go for around 5 plat. Now let's talk about dual stat mods, which are also referred to as 60/60 elemental mods. Firstly, let's get Jolt and Voltaic Strike out of the way, the 60/60 electricity mods for pistols and melees. These mods can currently only be acquired from Barokatir for 300 ducats and 150,000 credits when he has them in stock. If you have spare ducats, I still wouldn't recommend buying multiple of these, as it will be better to spend your ducats on primed mods and sell them after a few months have passed. Now let's get onto the mods that you can farm anytime and are actually worth farming. The more simple and less time consuming method is to farm heat and cold mods from spy missions. If you are relatively new to the game, then I would recommend tier 1 spies. They are the spy missions on these planets, and they'll reward either Vicious Frost or Volcanic Edge at a 10% chance each. Vicious Frost goes for around 9 to 10 plat, while Volcanic Edge goes for around 5. So I would only recommend selling Vicious Frost. When I did these missions with Mag, who is one of the starter Warframes, I could complete each mission in under 3 minutes. Therefore, you can expect to get a Vicious Frost every 30 minutes, which equates to 18 to 20 plat an hour. If you guys want to see a guide to completing spy missions fast, then leave a comment down below. They are my most played mission type, so I know most of the vaults off by heart, which includes Lua spies. Now, if you have access to the whole star chart, then I would recommend Kuva or tier 3 spies. They both reward the same mods, so it really depends on which one you can do faster. If you can do both equally as fast, then Kuva Spies would be better, as Frostbite has an 11.3% drop chance compared to 7.5% from tier 3s. I personally can complete tier 3 spies in under 2 minutes, and Kuva Spies in around 2.5 minutes, both using this titanium build. For an equal comparison, let's say you can complete each spy mission in 3 minutes. For tier 3 spies, that means every 45 minutes you can get 1 Frostbite, 1 Frigid Blast, 1 Scorch, and 1 Thermite rounds, which all go for around 9 to 10 Plat, totaling to 36 to 40 Plat. While for Kuva Spies, you can still expect to get 1 Frigid Blast, 1 Scorch, and 1 Thermite rounds every 45 minutes, but you can get 1 Frostbite every 30 minutes. Therefore, in 1 hour, Kuva Spies usually drop 2 Frostbites and 1.25 of every other mod, while tier 3 spies will only drop 1.25 of every mod. I know you cannot get a quarter of a mod, but it just means you have a 25% chance of getting another one. The more annoying yet better plat per hour method is Hive Sabotage. After finding all 3 caches, this mission can drop High Voltage or Shell Shock, both at a 4.51% chance. I managed to complete this mission and find all 3 caches in around 4 minutes, but if you're in a squad, you should be able to do it in 3 minutes. For comparison purposes, we'll say it takes 4 minutes per run. After doing 22 runs, you should expect to get 1 High Voltage and a Shell Shock. High Voltage currently sells for around 60 Plat and Shell Shock for 40. That means you get around 100 Plat every 1.5 hours, which works out to be 67 Plat per hour. So out of all these methods, which one should you do? If you want the most Plat per hour, then I would recommend either Orokin Vaults or Prime Sets. If you're in a squad, I would recommend farming Prime Sets only if the Prime Warframe has recently been released or it's about to be vaulted. If it has just been released, the sets are quick to sell and you should be able to get one in around 2 hours and 30 minutes. But if you're playing solo, then opening the Orokin Vault would be better for you. Each hour you should get around 5 mods that are worth selling, which equates to 75 to 100 Plat per hour. These mods aren't as easy to sell as Prime Sets, but it shouldn't take too long for someone to buy them, especially if you use Warframe.market. Now if you want an easy method where you don't have to spend any void traces, then tier 3 or Kuva Spies are for you. Once you have learnt the layout of the vaults, then you should expect to complete the spy mission in under 3 minutes. As I've previously stated, you should expect to get 36 to 40 Plat per hour for tier 3 spies and 45 to 50 Plat for Kuva Spies. That is all for this Warframe video. If you have any questions about farming Plat or just want to hang out, I stream every Monday, Friday, Sunday on Twitch. The link is in the description down below. And while you're there, don't forget the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. And as always, thank you for watching.